now it's gonna go here. It'll be really interesting though if everything does actually go fine.
Here. So this is your home, Mualani. Paimon can't wait to have a look around.
The only problem is that the whole night war thing, I feel like that's definitely gonna have some sort of indication of what's gonna happen. The Night Warden War.
See? What did I tell you?
Fetch me a bottle of wine, would you, dear?
Just one? Let's get another.
Want to go to Golden Dusk later?
Now this is a vacation.
Wow, it's so lively around here.
We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe every day is worth celebrating. Now, let me show you around. Shochiqui Cattle Records, Kalamchi Plaza. Oh, there's so many options, but the hot springs, of course. Natural hot springs have tons of health benefits. Go for a nice long soak and you're guaranteed a good night's sleep.
Wait.
Oh, don't be shy.
Alright, basically this is where we get the new
Oh,
outfit.
Auntie
Obviously not an actual outfit, but there is a whole like thing where that I've been seeing a lot where the traveler gets a bathing suit.
Please, I've told you that just Atea is fine.
Oh, yo, it's the
Do I
beach
look
episode.
that old to you? Are you taking these two to the hot springs?
Why was that one so quiet?
That's right.
Jesus.
Oh, let me introduce you. This is the traveler. They only just arrived in Natlan.
Hi
Ah, I'm Mualani's neighbor, Atea. By the way, Mualani, I heard you lost to Kachina during the pilgrimage.
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Oh. Anyway, it's all in the past. I'm gonna take these two for a dip in
It
the
was
hot
like an
springs.
hour ago.
Talk to you later. Oh, wait. You'll need swimsuits first.
Hold it right there, young lady. Have you forgotten the rule about bathing in the hot spring?
Rule?
There's a rule about
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring before they're allowed access to the natural ones.
We have to complete a trial to enter a hot spring? Is it just don't pee in the pool?
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Basically, natural hot springs have higher temperatures that not everyone can withstand. A few travelers have gotten scalded by the water in the past. So now we have an unwritten rule. All Outlanders need to adapt to the lower temperature artificial springs first. But seriously, Auntie Atea, do we have to be so strict? These two are formidable adventurers. I know they can handle it.
Famous last words. The hot springs are not to be underestimated. You can never be too careful. Besides, the environment's been unstable lately.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Exactly. There will be no excessive risk-taking on my watch.
Okay.
That's more like it. And don't try anything funny. I'm heading to the artificial spring in a bit, and if I don't see you there, your days of copping free meals at my place are done.
Also, interesting, it's kind of cool how she has a pyrovision. She's just a character with a vision, and we're just not addressing it at all.
Relax, relax.
Much better. How else would I have the energy to keep an eye on all you rascals? Hey, you over there! How many times have I told you no roughhousing near the hot springs?
Oh, shoot! That weird lady's back again!
That weird lady.
Run! Stop right there! Ugh.
She sure has a lot of energy.
She's a legend in our tribe. Back before I inherited my ancient name, she was one of Natlan's most renowned warriors, famous for her love of hot springs. In fact, she often threw parties at the hot springs. She referred to anyone who came to these parties as her hot spring buddies. The attendees were all respected warriors like Liliuo, Kaiulani, Vichama, oh, and the Arka.
If Paimon lived here, she would take advantage of the hot springs too.
It's just, during battle, she was impaled in the abdomen by an abyssal monster. The doctors managed to save her life, but they made it clear that she could never bathe in the hot springs again. Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs and the progression of her illness.
Oh, no wonder she has so many scars.
That's normal. She's worked tirelessly over the years to dig up artificial springs so that more and more people can experience our tribe's natural wonders, even though she can't enjoy them herself. Anyway, let's head to the artificial springs. If Auntie Atea gets there before us, we're gonna be in some real hot water.
Ah, it'll be easy. Piece of cake.
Oh, I see. That's a great idea. I like
Amina,
it.
so she's the chief.
See, I told you the chief would agree.
Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this slip to anyone else.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukao. You three seem particularly cheerful today.
Oh, Mulan.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests. I wanted to take them to the natural hot springs, but Auntie Atea caught us, so we had to come here first.
Oh, what a coincidence.
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting the hot springs alone at night. Specifically, the hot springs in the cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. Apparently, she used to go there a lot before they became abandoned for some reason. She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night.
Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned spring behind her back, then threw her a huge surprise party? Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too.
Of course! How could you even think of pulling this off without me? I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you once we're done at the hot springs.
Of course. Take your time. These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural ones if you ask me. And you two, I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise, but don't forget your patrol duties in the meantime.
You got it, Chief. We'll keep an eye out.
All right, we're off then. See.
Cool.
I'm also gonna head out. Have fun!
It's always the Abyss could attack at any moment. The Abyss could
Finally,
attack at
it's
any
hot
moment.
Springtime. Oh, I already arranged swimwear for you guys, by the way.
Pog. Okay, is it an actual thing you can like swap to or at that point? Nah, because there's only the Rising Star outfit. You can't actually, you can only swap out the other thing. The Traveler never gets any outfits, even though it would make a lot of sense for the Traveler to get a crap ton of outfits. But, you know, I decided to only give outfits to specific characters. So the only characters in the game that have outfits are just a very select few. I mean, it's growing. But like all the outfits are these. This is every outfit in the game. One 5-star outfit, which is kind of hilarious. There's only a single one, and it doesn't even like give a benefit or anything. It's just a 5-star because it happens to change a few other things about him as well. But like, yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's easier if I just count it directly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them are 4-star characters, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 5-star characters. Of course, I already own quite a few because all of these are event-based. The only event-based ones I never got were this one because I didn't play the game when this one came out, and this one because I didn't care. I didn't really care for hers. I did like some of the other ones though. I got hers on accident. I don't even remember what event it was, but I actually don't really like this one that much. I just used her normal skin. This one's pretty good, but I just switched off of it. This one, I honestly don't use them enough to care. I like officials a lot, and Kai's is pretty cool too. And then of course I use these. I used this one. I did buy this one, but then they added the other alternate outfit, which are the only other characters in the game that have other outfits that don't show up there because you can't buy them. Which is of course, if I can find any of them, Jean, because you have the standard outfit and then you have the one that was done for the censorship. I honestly think all of the censorship outfits look better. There's that one, then there should be... I'm trying to remember which characters it is. It's not that many of them. Amber. Amber's looks better. And adds more vibrance to her design, because it makes it more differential. It's also not just all black and red. And the other is Mona, who has this outfit, which looks way better than this one, in my opinion. The bodysuit look never really fit pretty much any of the characters, in my opinion, but this outfit looks way better. Not to mention the like star pattern on the underneath of her thing. Not to mention the intricate designs of it on it is just way better than her original. And then the last character is hers. Hers is not that much better than this one, but I do still think that this outfit's better. This one just feels too on the nose. This one just feels better. Some parts of characters that have that don't change at all, though. Like some of their hats and stuff. Amber's ears part do change, though, which is how I always notice whenever it's using the wrong outfit. First of all, I notice there's way too much red. But then I also notice the fact that her little earpieces, the bow on her head, doesn't have the black triangles on it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so nice.
The first time I came to the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy, the moment my parents looked away, I ran off to the high temperature pools. It was actually pretty funny looking back on it. They were absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally they saw my head slowly poke out from under the water. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me. Just like her, I taught myself how to dive underwater the first time I ever went swimming. So feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing.
Okay, here goes.
Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. I brought you all some milk and snacks as well.
Milk?
I'll just leave them here.
Why milk?
The temperature in
sounds
the
awful.
artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you like them.
Like, why? Why would you bring milk? Having milk before you go swimming sounds like an incredibly dumb idea.
Oh, thank you.
Also, milk is just not hydrating at all. You'd want something like lemonade or something that stays cold better.
Well, I did make them myself. Very few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so listen carefully. The temperature of the hot spring not only determines the type of snacks you should choose, but also the amount of time you should spend in the water. To bathe in a hot spring is to completely empty your mind. As such, swimming around the pool is incredibly disruptive and impolite, and something you should absolutely not learn from Mualani.
Hey!
All right, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, no problem. Well, I've got to get going. Oh, and make sure you drink your milk. I'm looking at you, Mualani. That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
Why would you want to dump the milk, though?
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like that.
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out milk is pretty easy to spot when you pour it into clear water.
Milk is easy to spot when you put in anything. I've literally made a thing. I've had coffee before where I'll want to put a little bit of milk in it, so I'll put the milk in the water before I make the coffee. A small amount of milk, I'm talking like a 1-to-8 ratio, will turn the water entirely white. Milk is ridiculously good at getting into everything, every part of a liquid you put it into. No matter how diluted you think it'll make it, you'll still be able to tell clearly that there's milk there. Same with putting creamer into other things. Like when you put creamer, my honey tea is almost completely translucent, almost clear. But whenever I put the little bit of creamer in it, it just turns completely opaque white, or opaque yellow.
Some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long.
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave you on your own for a little while this afternoon. I certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. Who knows what will become of the place if I leave them unattended. In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot spring. Friends are supposed to help each other out.
Well then, the more the merrier. All right, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot spring gathering Natland's ever seen.
Cool. I was very confused whenever I just realized that the outfit she was just wearing, the swimsuit, is less revealing than her normal outfit. Because she's wearing a one piece in that cutscene. And now she's wearing basically nothing. Or is she down here? Like, this is more revealing than the other clothes she was wearing. Now he's like right on the edge.
What?
We're here to help.
But you're important guests. We can't put you to work.
All right. Stop trying to out-polite
Polite
each
each
other,
other.
would you? The sooner we get this party started, the sooner we get to enjoy the real party. Now, where to start? Looks like the water outlet is blocked pretty bad. Ooh, those boxes in the corner need to be thrown out as well. Also, someone needs to go out and get some cloth, wood, and decorations. Oh, and snacks too. I say we get enough for 20 or 30 people. Bulk purchases fetch the best prices after all. Oh, but don't just accept the first offer they give you.
I'm not good at haggling.
Hey, I'm not any better, and I wouldn't even know what to buy. How about we handle things here while you three deal with the shopping?
Yeah, that works too. I can introduce you to all the shops while we're at it.
Cool. I was about to say, oh, why don't I just put Nahida on the party so I can read their minds? I keep forgetting I'm not in Sumeria. I still hope we at some point get to see Dane actually fight at some point, because I just finished that quest and he fought the twin, but there's no cutscene for the fight whatsoever.
Hey there, Yellowfast. Hope business has been going well.
Well, if it isn't Moalani,
That's right. Didn't make the cut this year, though.
well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win.
Here, it's all on the list. Quite a sizable order, as you can see.
Wow, that is a large order.
That's right. Keep this between us for now, but we're throwing a hot spring party for Auntie Atea.
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great.
Come on, I know you can sweeten the deal. That pile of wood's been sitting there since I left for the pilgrimage.
All right, all right.
Wow, that was amazing!
All in a day's work. By the way, Yellowfast, are these 2 stones for sale?
Interested? They won't come cheap.
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so whenever I come across something like that, I always buy it for her. I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her when she returns victorious from battle.
All right, that should be everything. If you could just double check.
Let me see.
That's on the house. 7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe, Atea saved my brother's life. She never asked for anything in return, but I could never forget what she did for my family that day. So, send her my regards, would you?
Oh, we will. Well, that's our shopping done. We're back. How's everything going? Wow, this place cleaned up nice. You got the water unblocked too.
I would hope so. We spent all day clearing out debris from the bottom of the spring. Did you guys get everything?
Oh, we brought back tons of stuff!
All right then, roll up your sleeves, everyone.
Actually, why don't you 2 take a break? I'll handle it from here. So, I was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm thinking we could draw something on the wall over here.
Wow, it sounds like the dorm upstairs.
So, what do you think?
It looks amazing!
Well, I'm usually the one in charge of the family store, so I'm pretty good at things like renovation and organization. Not to mention, this was totally a group effort. Still, I didn't expect it to take quite this long.
Yeah, tonight's definitely not gonna work. Chief Amina set up those patrols to guard against the Abyss, and Atea volunteered.
I see. Well, this could actually be a good thing. She can relieve all the exhaustion of keeping watch all night by soaking in the hot spring. Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, Paimon, you must be tired too.
We get to go to another inn. Yippee! So there's an inn here? At least the whole inn debacle has only happened once in Genshin. Unlike Star Rail, where I keep expecting it to happen every time. Where they go into an inn and something bad happens. But I think we've only really stayed in an inn once. Was it even an inn, or was it just a house that we had access to? I can't even remember. It's been so long. It's been like, I think about 2 years since then.
Alright, this is it. Get a good night's sleep, okay?
Yep, good night. Anyway, we need to be well rested for the party tomorrow.
I'm just interested to see when we'll go to the Scions of Canopy. Maybe because we weren't there, something happens over in the Scions. I'm in a domain.
the Abyss. Our patrols are trying to drive them back as we speak. Come with me.
Mualani, a little help over here.
One moment. I'll be right there. Really? That's perfect. I've been waiting for the chance to fight by your side. Hang in there. We're here to help.
I'm about to wreck their shit. And of course something happened. No. Nope.
Unleash!
By royal decree.
Tide rises! Yeah!
Let's round them up.
Have they been contaminated by the Abyss?
No, they are the Abyss. Destroy them.
Submit for judgment. Thank you.
I'm alright. Go help the others.
I almost died.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I'm stuck.
Our bond is strong. By ordinance divine.
Spirit blade. Attack.
We've cleared out most of the monsters over here. Looks like we're still in for a long night, though. Let's go ask Amina.
Great that this has just happened so suddenly. Also, we are technically in a domain.
Amina!
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear out those monsters. We were prepared for an attack, but we didn't have enough people to prevent them from breaking through our defenses.
Where'd they come from this?
The east side. We've pinpointed the position of an abyssal pylon, but we don't have enough manpower to take it down.
An abyssal pylon? A kind of gate created by the Abyss. One that allows monsters from the Night Kingdom to enter the physical world. The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise, the endless hordes of monsters will exhaust our defenses.
Exactly. That's what I'm most concerned about. Their numbers suggest there might even be multiple pylons in the area.
All right, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon, can I count on your help again?
Of course! On behalf of the people of the Springs, you have my thanks.
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
It makes sense that they're huddling all the people into this area to make sure they, are easier to defend. I can't see that. Okay, we've got to destroy abyssal pylons. We must construct additional pylons. Also cool that we have more than just people of Springs helpers over here. There's some canopy peoples here as well. Okay, I was about to fight them, but there's actually no point in doing so. Destroying the abyssal pylon directly is the best option. They have infinite HP, they'll be fine.
That's it, all right. Come on, let's get rid of this.
Right. This defense upon the world, displaying a rejection of all that it is. Targets protected by void barriers cannot be damaged while defended by it. Only by attacking with elemental attacks at times can it be destroyed. Additionally, Night Soul and Light elemental attacks seem to be able to destroy void barriers with greater ease. I'm not switching to that. I'm just gonna fight this directly. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Obey! Stand with me! I'll settle this!
From whence you came.
Our bond is strong! By royal decree!
Unleash!
Spirit blade.
Cool.
Whew.
I don't see any more monsters.
Do these attacks happen a lot?
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes, but besides, the Abyss doesn't care how difficult our lives are. Come on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Mulan, wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How unlucky can we get? We probably don't have any reinforcements over there, so it's up to us.
Huh? seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Come on, everyone, keep it up!
This is one of the good things about having a free Milani over here. Is that I can move around quicker. I don't use up all my phlogiston. Is that a Taya?
Atea, what are you doing here?
Where do you think? If I was in a hurry, so it's not my best work.
Stop talking for now. That wound looks bad.
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mulani. And Atea.
Atea took care of it, but she's injured.
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I know my own limits? The main thing.
Wait, no!
Atea!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on purpose? Not one of you stopped to say hello today. And you, Mualani, were you the one that brought the snacks? How many times have I told—
Oh, forget about that. The doctor's almost here, and you're gonna get all better.
The impurities and the elemental energy in
Yes.
my body repel each other.
What?
The anguish he feels. I also came across a teardrop crystal.
Atea! Atea! Wait, what do you— What is this? Some sort of purification?
How can that be?
I never knew that was even possible.
Atea!
The mark of the abyss? It's gone.
Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you alright? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Atea's body. That didn't injure you in any way, did it?
Done it before.
For sure.
Of course.
Good.
Thank goodness.
You scared us all half to death just now.
Literally. Yummy abyssal power.
All right, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll meet here tomorrow. We'll celebrate Atea's recovery and our triumph over the abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid.
Got it!
Cool.
Got any
Just
other
doing my
secret
jobs.
powers I should know about? But seriously,
I
you
can
really
access
came through
like
for us
5
tonight,
elements
so
at once.
Thank you.
Paimon almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler.
I didn't want to spoil the mood earlier, but when I was personally with them, I could sense something. How it existed within her body for years, coating it from the inside. Comes apart just now, but it's already deeply ingrained with her internal organs, leaving her as fragile as a dried leaf in the wind.
Abyssal power still exists within her body.
We think Auntie Atea's ill.
She can never come into contact with Hop.
But how she was credited it's because she realized condition had taken a decisive turn for the worse.
Hello? Traveler?
Yeah, she's basically at near death at this point. You really should just say it. Because I definitely would. I would have said, yeah, bro, she's dying. She's not getting better. She's doing the actual opposite. I don't know why I decided to bring me all the way over here. Like, what the fuck? I had to walk all the way back. I was just there. I get it's kind of immersion, but bruh. Cool guitar.
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. You sensed it, didn't you? I was hoping to keep it a secret for a few more days. Didn't want to ruin the celebrations and all.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on. Let's go for a walk.
Hey, where are you going?
Just going to get some air. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there. They need replenishing.
All right.
Nick said the phlogiston thing too.
Mualani,
Yeah?
you've gotten so tall. You know that? Feels like just yesterday you were that rambunctious kid causing trouble all around the hot springs. It's like all that time passed in the blink of an eye. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Traveler, did something happen? Both of you seem a little off today.
I guess I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, I didn't go face it by myself because I was reckless or too anxious to wait for reinforcements. It's because my body isn't going to last much longer. Your friend saved my life in that cave. And because of that, I got to enjoy this celebration with you all. But I'm just a few days shy of the end. The hot springs, I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial spring. I wanted to believe you were actually recovering.
You want to know something? Recovery, death, to me, the two aren't all that different. You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But Death and I, we're old pals by now. There's nothing sad about being reunited with an old friend. I lived with regret for a long time. Regret that my illness meant I could no longer take to the front lines, especially as our nation slid deeper into crisis. But yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that regret. Not only because I found the strength to fight the abyss, even at the end of my life, but because I got to see you in action, Muala. Seeing you out there, it made me realize that I don't need to worry about our tribe or our nation's future. You have the capacity to bring us all together. Even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. But I've done what I needed to do.
The bossa nova in the
The
background.
future is in your hands now.
They just had to have the bossa nova start playing here.
Just remember, whether in life or death, I am always with you.
I understand. Seems like you've given this a lot of thought, Atea. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the example you set for me.
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, but just think of it as a relic I'm leaving for her. It's brought me good fortune in battle, even after I became too sick to fight. Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of will.
Don't worry. We'll make sure she gets it.
All right. That's all I wanted to say. Let's head back to the party.
Traveler, Atea, Mualani!
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the hot springs on a full stomach? Life is a journey in which there's no turning back.
Nice. Interesting ending. That felt more like a Milani's story quest than it did an actual Archon quest, though, to be honest. But of course, that's not the end. That's just the end of the first act. There's obviously going to be more. they literally just can't end it there, because that would be incredibly dumb. I hate that it starts there instead of up here. Now we're about to do Act 2. I have so many. How many could I buy? Because it's 90 per. Or 75 per, not 90. I gotta buy over 10. I actually have the next few sorted out. The next 2 months. And we're only halfway through this month. Either way, I'm gonna start here. We're probably gonna go to the Scions of Canopy next, is what I'd imagine. Of course, there's still extra stuff that's appearing. Unlock commissions for Natlan. Okay, that makes sense. I don't need commissions in Natlan yet, though. Actually, this is already day after tomorrow. I basically only have to go one day ahead because it's already almost the next day. That's the benefit of having certain timed quests. It makes things go by quicker. All the way back over here? Why am I over here? I was just over there. Why would I still be over there? God damn it. I have to go all the way back. I should have just not moved. Mawe and Manitou. I literally should have just not left because I was just right here.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs.
And now it's just
The Abyss kind of
blazingly
threw a wrench in
daytime.
our relaxation, though. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholosaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
Hey, Mualani!
Tonina.
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina?
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the Rite of Resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team? Not that Paimon...
Relax. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, but through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. But so did every other nation in Teyvat, and Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
Well, actually, yeah, Loom of Fate kind of does do that.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago.
We've seen how much effort it takes to truly eradicate the Abyss. We've not lived in its shadow every day. Who knows how long it will take for this
You
war
must
to
have
end.
had to sacrifice a lot.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? Be my guest. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
Okay, I was about to say, did I just finish Act 2? No, that's Act 2 start. So obviously, we've had the first little fight we had to deal with. Gave us an idea of the fact of the whole Abyss being a Natlan thing. But what's next, the second act always matters more than the first one. It's always a much bigger impact on the overall story. And shows like what you're getting up to in the rest of the story. Because at the beginning of Mondstadt, it was just, you get to Mondstadt, dragon is there, and that's just about it. You go and you stop the dragon from yoinking power from the other places. And then that's where that ends. In Liyue, I can't remember exactly where it ends, but I remember it being not that long. It was pretty short. Whoa, oh, okay, cool. Trouble Chronicles actually shows up in here now. It just keeps showing up. Oh, it's that thing right there. And then in Inazuma, it was mostly just getting to know Inazuma itself, and then it was the whole fight with Raiden thing in the second chapter. And then for Sumeru, it was very obvious, because the first act, almost nothing happened. But in the second act, we had to deal with the whole Samsara thing, and we realized how bad the academia was. And then in Fontaine, first act was just doing the little trial thing. Nothing really big happened. And then we had to do with the whole Gardamex situation and all the synth and stuff. And then in the... Actually, no, that was the last one. Now we're in Fontaine. Or in Natlan.
Daniel's cold to quiet the spirit and calm.
Now in Fontaine... I keep saying that. In Natlan, we'll see what's going to happen. Oh, hi. Why are we here? What is happening? Separated area. Interesting. They had this area separated for some reason. It's making me very interested.
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her sleeve, by the way. She's just as strong as Kachina made her out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. Let's go somewhere higher up, so
All the way at the top. There we go. Now we should go on top of the giant thing.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
wonder how the Gnosis works with so many different Pyro Archons. Oh, cool. Hello?
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames.
What's going on? This has never happened before.
There it is.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did. But who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look...
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No! She's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
If
there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? I know you said you were investigating the situation.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat. Rest assured,
Sure.
everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony.
Did she?
I believe she did.
Cool. I've already been in that room once before, though. It's pretty cool looking. I knew something was gonna happen in here.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but sit peacefully and wait for her return?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could.
Please tell me that she's just gonna, like, gift us the power of Pyro. That'd be
Please,
awesome.
hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean?
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kenichi, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage.
Yes. What happened to...
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mul.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the Sacred Flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the sea of souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return.
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared?
Citlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
This is really the highest hospitality you can give us. Let us go right into the Night Kingdom and just go straight to the fight. Straight to the Abyss. I'll destroy them all.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, in the middle.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
Can I get Pyro now?
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me.
Cool. Now what are the other two are gonna do?
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of Contending Fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the Sacred Flame.